The Indiana Fever continue to make massive moves in free agency, signing Sophie Cunningham and DeWanna Bonner. And you guys, I don't even think they're done yet.
Did you see what the Indiana Fever just did? They didn't just make a few signings. They made a statement. Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Howard, and Diana Bonner are more than just players. They're a force. The Fever are done being overlooked. They're ready to make their mark, and you won't want to miss what's next. Sophie Cunningham is no ordinary player. She's a competitor who's ready to take on anyone.
So the Indiana Fever have got their enforcer. They have got their enforcer for Caitlin Clark. And I'm not gonna lie, like, when it comes to Caitlin Clark and their enforcer, last year everyone was talking about them needing an enforcer, and the closest thing they had was Erica Wheeler. That was the closest thing they had for someone to defend Caitlin Clark, was Erica freaking Wheeler.
Remember how teams used to challenge Clark last season? Those days are behind us. Cunningham isn't here to play nice. She's here to defend her team. Look at Clark the wrong way, and Cunningham will be right there, ready to stand her ground. It's like the Fever just brought in a protector for their star.
And so Sophie honestly has a similar game to Lexi Hall. She is a tall guard who can shoot the three. She is nasty on defense. What I love about her is she brings this kind of spark and energy to the court. She is very feisty. She is not scared to go after it. And she, I feel like, will also act as an enforcer on this team.
You might think it's just rough play, but Cunningham isn't just about that. She's a skilled wing who can hit threes with ease. In the last 3 seasons, she's been in the top 20 in the WNBA for made 3-pointers per minute.
She can shoot, she can defend, she's athletic, she's tall, but she also brings this just grit and energy that this team is really going to thrive off of.
Next, voice 3. Here's the twist. Cunningham's intensity is off the charts. She's had more on-court altercations than some UFC fighters, even nearly clashing with Misha Hines-Allen after a foul. Most players would back off, but not Cunningham. She's a
Trying to fight Myisha Hines-Allen. You do not, like, there are not that many people. You can see everyone else is trying to get as far away from this situation as possible. Everyone else. So she hits a 3, Myisha Hines-Allen fouls her, and then tries to step over. And then Sophie Cunningham grabs her leg. Nobody's going near Myisha Hines-Allen, but no, Sophie Cunningham will start the fight. The refs are trying to break it up. None of the Mercury players are going to go near Myisha Hines-Allen. They're scared. She'll scare the bejesus out of them. Myisha Hines-Allen is one of the toughest players in this league. Sophie Cunningham going head to head straight with her.
Might be wondering why this matters for the Fever. Cunningham is the enforcer they needed. She's not just protecting Clark. She's changing the game. Try defending Clark when you know Cunningham is there, ready to make things tough.
Teams are not going to be able to face guard Caitlin like they were, picking her up full court, double teaming her, all of these things, because there are now more threats on the court, including
Cunningham isn't just about defense. Her offense is no joke. She's been shooting an impressive 38% from 3 over the last 4 seasons. That's game-changing. Picture this. Clark driving to the basket, drawing defenders, and kicking it out to Cunningham for a wide-open 3. That's a nightmare for any defense.
The biggest part about her game that I think is just going to translate so well to the Fever, I just love the energy that she brings. She seems like a hard worker. She seems like she loves the game of basketball. And I think when the Fever are thinking about players that they want to surround Caitlin with and players that they want to build this dynasty with, which I believe that they're trying to do, they have to think about the mindsets of these players.
The Fever didn't just sign a player, they added a weapon. Cunningham is like the Charles Oakley of the WNBA, tough, skilled, and never afraid to challenge anyone. This isn't just about protecting Caitlin Clark. It's about sending a message to the whole league. The Fever are done being pushed around. They're here to push.
She's been very vocal in the media that she loves Caitlin Clark's game and she would love to play with her at some point. And so I just feel like she is going to be a great fit for this team.
You thought the Fever were done after signing Sophie Cunningham. Think again. They just added Natasha Howard. And this isn't just any signing. It's like adding a fortress to the team. Remember when the Fever were just another team in the league? Well, Howard is about to change.
3-time WNBA champion Natasha Howard will sign with the Indiana Fever as a free agent. The former Defensive Player of the Year and 2-time All-Star returns to the franchise that drafted her, bolstering the Fever's front court and bringing veteran experience.
Wondering what makes Howard so special? She's not just good, she's championship caliber. As the 2019 WNBA Defensive Player of the Year, she's a force on defense. And she's not just a shot blocker. Howard can guard multiple positions with ease.
Natasha Howard is a game changer for the Indiana Fever. She is a game changer. As an Alyssa Smith replacement, as just a sole player, Natasha Howard is an absolute game changer for the Fever.
You might be wondering how this helps. Howard's ability to protect the rim and stretch the floor opens up opportunities for Clark and the team. It's not just about defense. It creates a foundation that lets the offense thrive.
I thought the Howard move might have been the last major move for them, but maybe they're not done. Either way, I think, Lexi Hull might be coming off the bench now with Sophie Cunningham in tow. Or, either they get another wing player who can shoot and play D. That's huge. They add the defense, rebounding, rim running with Howard.
Howard brings more than just skills. She brings a winning mentality, something you can't teach. This is a player who knows what it takes to win championships. She was key in the Storm's 2020 championship win and averaged 17.6 points and 6.7 rebounds per game last season with the Dallas Wings. That's clutch performance, right?
I thought Natasha Howard was a perfect fit. So you've got a front office that comes in, brings in a new coach, and then addresses areas of need. And not just bringing in names, bringing in players that slide into spots, into slots, and bolster the...
Can you imagine trying to score against a team with Howard patrolling the paint and Cunningham ready to challenge every move? It's like trying to break into Fort Knox with a plastic spoon. The Fever aren't just building a team. They're creating a fortress around their crown jewel,
Stephanie White, if you look closely at what she's doing, she is building a team around her, and a lot of these pieces that she is bringing in, the team that she is keeping around her at the Indiana Fever, are people that she has already worked with or already coached. Now, she had already coached Natasha Howard years back when she played in Indiana, and Coach Stephanie White was there as a coach, so she is familiar with her game. I'm sure that the two have stayed in touch.
Just when you thought the Fever couldn't get stronger, they added 6-time All-Star Diana Bonner. You might be thinking, how much better can they get? Well, Bonner is a game changer, a leader, and exactly what this team needs to go from good to unstoppable.
6-time All-Star and WNBA champ Diana Bonner is signing with the Indiana Fever by re-signing Kelsey Mitchell, trading for Sophie Cunningham, and signing experienced vets Bonner and Natasha Howard. The Fever have catapulted into the title conversation.